Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, thank you for allowing me to be part of your group. I have a couple of questions to ask you. How many have ever heard the statement, what do you want to be when you grow up? Have you ever heard that? Someone's ever asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? So what were some of your answers? Just yell them out. What do you have?
Firefighter.
Firefighter, that's a good one. What else do we have? Julian?
Policeman.
Policeman.
That was a good one.
Anybody else? Firefighter, policeman. Anybody want to be a superhero? No one wanted to be like Batman. Anybody wants to be Batman? God save the world. Great cars. There you go. I respect that. Respect that. We have people who say, I want to be someone when I grow up. Now, I thought about that question many years ago, and I changed it around. I said, what do I want to be when I die? You see, I know it sounds kind of morbid, but I like to think, where do I want to be in the end? What am I doing with my life right now to get to where I want to be? See, I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave this world better than when I came in. How many people think that? That's pretty good. I want to leave this world better than when I came in. And I thought that to be that, I want to be like so many of my other mentors. The founder, right here, Smedley, Mr. Smedley, wanted to impact the world. And that's what I want to do. I want to impact the world. Think of these 6 letters. I.M.P.A.C.A.T. Impact. The first one is I. I is your identity. Who are you? I know if you've heard about Mark Twain. See, Mark Twain had an excellent quote. I love this. He says, "There in every man's life, 2 great things have ever happened in man's life. 1, the day that he is born, and 2, the day he knows why." See, that's purpose. Why are you here? What are the things that you're doing right now? See, you weren't placed on this earth by fluke. You were created for a purpose and a reason. If you're going to impact this world with whatever you're doing, know who you are. How many people have a passport? Passport? See, I have a passport. What I notice about this passport is I can take this passport anywhere in the world, and any government will know 3 things about me. 1, they will know who I am. They will know where I am going, and they will know where I've been. That's your identity. Who are you? Where are you going in life? People will follow you. Where have you been? People will follow you if they know where you've been places that they want to also go. And thirdly, not only who you are, where you're going, and where you've been. These are important things that you need to have in your mind whenever you're going to do anything of impact, anything of significance. I is your identity. M is your message. I don't know how many people have a tattoo. I'm not going to ask that question. But we all know what a tattoo is. Tattoo is a piece of artwork that's placed on your skin. And what does it do? It remains on your skin, doesn't it? It's supposed to withhold washing, soap, even age. That's what a tattoo is supposed to do. See, my mentor, what I spoke about before, Lennox, was a verbal tattoo artist. I want you to think about that. His tongue was like the pen. His words was like the ink. When he spoke to you, it stuck in your mind, stuck in your heart, stuck in your soul. Everything he said had a purpose for why he spoke. And I remember bringing to him my report card. I got a C in math. How many people know that's a pretty good mark for getting a C in math? Most of you over? See, I thought that was pretty good. Until I told him I got a C. He looked at me, shook his head, and went, "That's unacceptable." What? See, he didn't say that because the C. He says it's unacceptable because I accepted a C. I thought that was the best that I could be. And because he looked at me in that way, it made me think. He was trying to impart to me 2 things. A, good is a false representation of great. And you were born to be great. The second part he told that I realized was that mediocre people never achieve anything of greatness. Think about through history. Do you think those leaders who you know about were mediocre in how they lived their life? Yet they impacted this world. 60, 70 years from now, will you impact this world? Don't live a life of mediocrity. Let your message be something that when someone looks at you, they speak highly of you. They speak great things about you. So you can walk with your head held high, like that tattoo on your skin. People will be able to see it. They will know that you're confident because someone spoke something of greatness in your life. M is your message. P is your passion. Now, I'm passionate about a lot of things in life, But this is what I realized. How many people play sports or are active, go to the gym, work out? You're right. Do you know that you sweat? Well, for those of us sophisticated people, that's perspire. In case you didn't know that. When you sort of perspire, the body sends off sweat that comes to the surface of your skin. Think about it. It comes from the inside out. Let that be your passion. What drives you? What keeps you up at night? What makes you wake up early? What makes you do all the studying that you're doing right now? Going to the places you're going right now. That's your passion. People will follow you because you're passionate about things. People will see, they will touch, they will taste, they will hear, they will know what you're passionate about because they will see it on your face and in what you do. Impact this world because what's your passion? What do you love to do? What do you want to leave this world with? That's your passion. I'm passionate about speaking to young people. I'm passionate about getting people from feeling they can't do things up to where they are. Why? Because my mentor Lennox was passionate about seeing me doing great things. What is your passion in life? A, that's your altitude. Your altitude is where you want to go. What's your final destination? In the summer of 2013, I got to meet Colonel Chris Hadfield. I have people know who he is. He was a Canadian astronaut. He was a phenomenon by tweeting pictures that he took from the International Space Station. Very well-known man. I got to meet this man. When I heard his speech, he spoke about being about 6 or 7 years old and sitting in a cardboard box, he wanted to be an astronaut. That is not an easy profession to get into, to be an astronaut. Yet at 6 and 7 years old, he saw himself being an astronaut. That was his altitude. That was his destination. That was who he desired to be. And he worked hard, struggled, failed, and succeed. But he got to where he wanted to do it. Why? Because he knew where he wanted to go. Be focused in everything that you do. I work hard by reading, by studying, by going through, meeting people, and learning what do I want to be in life? Where do I see myself? I see myself being a public speaker. I see myself being on TED Talks. I see myself writing a book. For most people that seems like, well, that's far gone. It doesn't matter. That's where I see myself. What are you doing? Where do you see yourself? Because if you don't see yourself doing great things, you're never going to do it. When you see yourself doing great things and you do things of greatness, people will follow you. People will come by your side. I cannot tell you right now the amount of people that come around to support my little dream. Because I see myself other places. And when you do, others will follow you. Others will come to support you. Because they know where you want to be. They want to take you there too. A is your altitude. C, I find the most important part of my message is your character. I don't know about you, but your character is the most fragile part of who you are. My mom used to tell me, she'd say, Clem, understand this. When you die, your character is the only thing left. So you must treat that with respect. Your character. It's everything about who you are. To dovetail on that quote, Warren Buffett, billionaire businessman, everybody knows him. And he had this quote. He said, it takes 20 years to establish a reputation. And in 5 minutes, you can ruin it. If you thought about that, maybe you do things differently. Take that in, soak that in. Think about the celebrities, the athletes, the politicians, who 20 years got to the height of their game, to where they want to be, and in 5 minutes of shame, like that, done. Think about what they're associated with. Adulterer, criminal activity, a thief. They were not that 20 years ago, but now we associate names. And you know these names better than I do. And that's when you hear their name, you think about that. 20 years of their life gone, and 5 minutes of shame because of a decision that they made that was incorrect. I don't know how difficult it is to you, but living in this life is not easy. But your character is something you need to value. I want you to think about that. Think about that. The last part is something that we constantly spend a lot of, but never have enough of. We're always chasing it, and some of you are chasing it. This is also chasing you. It's time. Time is something that we need to invest in ourselves and in the people around us. I want you to think about the resources and talents that you have, that you're just sitting on and not using it. think about it. What talents and resources do you have that you can change this world? Your community, your family, your friends. Because you all have it, but some of us aren't using it. But don't be surprised if it's taken away. Because time is like a vapor. It's like that. King Solomon said it. Think about what your time is and how valuable it is. To be an impact in this world, ladies and gentlemen, know your identity. Know the message that you have to say to people. This is probably what's passionate in your life. And that passion will take you to an altitude, your final destination. Because it's your character that you will have to establish the time in which you will spend doing that. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to be like this person, who when I die, my headstone says this. Here lies Clement Dwyer. He was an impact. Will that be on your headstone? Thank you.